I guess the first thing people assume when you say you're a puppeteer is that you do little kiddie shows. And we don't. We absolutely don't do kiddie shows.
We usually try to make it so that kids can come and not get scared off. But all of our stuff has a lot of adult content.
Can you give me the wisdom to understand women?
I have been a figurative sculptor for a bunch of years, and one day a friend said to me about 10 years ago, you know, you could make your characters talk. And I said, really? So at the time, I was just entering menopause, and I thought, I've got things to say about menopause. So that was my first show. It was called The Pause, and by the end, I had ladies cheering for my characters. So that's what got me started, that you can talk about anything. You can be political, you can be personal, you can be silly, you can say anything you want with puppets.
I'm kind of a shy person when it comes to talking as myself, but like that's the thing about puppetry is it's not like acting. You can kind of like funnel all of your cheesy ham bone theater through this little puppet, and no one's judging you for being the dork.
I am following the directions on a lacy garter I found in my garden.
If we have a puppet in our hands, we can say anything. We're often visible when we're doing our puppet shows, and people aren't looking at us at all. They can see us, and they're not looking at us. They're looking at the puppets. I think it just allows more freedom.
I think what I really like about living in Alaska as an artist is you can kind of pick your own niche and make it happen. The long winters, people are starved for color and creativity, and especially for an artist, wintertime is kind of the creative time. It's kind of when you look at producing the most of your work, you know. Otherwise, you kind of go a little batty, I think, if you don't have some kind of winter hobby.
We all live out in the woods, you know, it's kind of isolating. So preparing for a show, we're getting together many days of the week and building sets and building puppets together, and so it's really fun for us. We did a show in February this year, so January, the darkest, coldest, crappiest month of the year, we were having a blast. None of us know what we're doing. We're making it up. Right now I'm making a hand puppet. I know very little about making hand puppets, and that's what's fun about it. It's kind of like jumping off a cliff each time.
I just love seeing what we're able to pull off. We definitely work in like a chaotic, creative environment, and it always seems to just click at the very end. You know you've really made an impact when people are like genuinely laughing out loud, and then also people come up to you and say thanks for putting on a good show.
None of my family, nobody in my family has ever seen a puppet show. So they can only imagine that this person they used to know as shy gets up and performs. It's changed my whole life. I think it's made me more comfortable in the world, more comfortable in my own skin, because I've had the experience over and over and over of getting up in front of people and being outlandish. And it was kind of this therapy in front of people. And you can't help but be changed when you do something like that.